This is Geek Society, and we're gonna start our talk show. And with this, I'll get like a little like breakdown of what the stories are gonna be. First up, Kelly Clarkson versus iHeartRadio. And first off, we'll go to the latest of these stories here in Variety. To how Kelly Clarkson blasts iHeartRadio for not playing her music. You guys might be familiar with Kelly Clarkson. You know, that one lady that was the first person to win American Idol. You know, sold all those records. You know, I even had my mom. She listened to a whole bunch of her songs when I was a kid. You know, she was huge. But basically, um, it says Kelly Clarkson took a shot at iHeartRadio today, tweeting that the network of more than 800 radio stations doesn't play her songs, or at least not her new one. The remark was in response to a message in which iHeart congratulated Clarkson on her new daytime talk show. And the singer and songwriter is scheduled to play the iHeartRadio Music Festival this coming weekend, and the company is already in full social media blitz and promotion mode. I guess I'm cool enough to invite, but not enough to play my record, Clarkson wrote. She tagged the post with the name of her album, quote, Meaning of Life, end quote, and the hashtag truth. The tweet was promptly retweeted thousands of times. An iHeart rep responded to Variety saying, quote, Kelly has always been one of our most played artists. As soon as her record company puts out her new next song, we'll be playing that one too, end quote. Personally, when it comes to Kelly Clarkson, you know, I like some of her songs, but I'm not really a big fan of her. And a new talk show, I mean, that's pretty nice. If you make more new music and put more effort into making them better, and because I'm sure they're better, but um, to just put yourself out there, a lot more, because social media is very persistent, and yeah, I just feel like there's just way too many people who want the attention, but they forget that social media is like an algorithm, literally, like Google algorithms. So you literally got have like a trendy music, or wait a little while, then play your album, and then once that's done, you have to go ahead and promote yourself even more. Now, I'm not really interested in Kelly Clarkson's like argument against this, because a lot of artists are so popular that they'll just forget that ultimately they have control over what music they put out, and they have a whole legion of fans that are willing to follow them. And I just personally feel like if one radio station is not playing enough of your songs, then go SoundCloud, or go to other radio stations, because iHeartRadio is pretty popular, but they're not the only ones playing your music. Clarkson's last album was released last year to modest success. Yep, see what I told you right there. That's what happens. If you don't work hard enough, people don't get enough buzz. But I continue on. Although Clarkson is no stranger to hits, her most successful single from the album, So Soft, Love So Soft, peaked at number 21. However, that didn't stop fans from jumping into the fray, armed with teas, sipping GIFs, and kind words. They were quick to support Clarkson, praising the singer for having the courage to stand up for herself at the iHeartRadio Music Festival. This weekend in Las Vegas, she will be joined by Justin Timberlake, Fleetwood Mac, and Childish Gambino, among others. Overall, I think that the whole point of the story is to, it's like, I feel like, don't get me wrong, she is a good artist. I have heard some of her songs, her early songs, but she was just starting out, really good songs. I can't name them off the top of my head because that was such a long time ago, but they're really good songs. And even the articles say, is why I said before I went even further, if you don't try hard enough with this music, with the content that you're producing, it's like YouTube. If you produce less videos and they're less qualitative, to your standard, then you just won't get that many views as you used to. And same instance with her. She just thinks that all She thinks that, all of her fans and all of the loyal people in the music industry will just follow her without any, hesitation when her music comes out. But, you are subject to making mistakes. And modern success, they're probably, more into certain other genres, so you gotta, like Taylor Swift was doing, just slowly merging into pop and hip hop, I'm not saying that she should do that. I'm just saying that, she should try to appeal to the trends, like, if they're making music about, I don't know, like they're talking about music about self-image, then maybe you should do a spin on that. Maybe not, borrow too much. But I'm personally, I'm not really familiar with Kelly Clarkson's new music. I'm just, providing just observations I've seen from other musicians, more appealing to the youth, as they like to call it. And I don't know. I just personally feel like, I mean, she did stand up for herself. That's good. Maybe iHeart didn't really play her music that much. Maybe they're just only helping the ones that people like the most, which is like rap artists and other artists. A lot of artists, don't get the credit they deserve, and I believe that. I just really feel like that. When it comes to times like this, you should just really, once the times say it themselves, if they don't start, producing your music, you gotta do it yourself. You gotta make sure you step out of that limelight and really, show it off. But sometimes reputation is not enough. It really isn't. I can't really soften the blow. It's just sometimes it's not. Relatively made more new music. Or at least their stuff has been more produced, or at least they became consistent with their content. They were not. They took the time out to make sure their music was good. I'm not saying that, her music's terrible. I'm just saying that she is doing the right thing by speaking out, but she's complaining a little bit more about how they don't play the songs. Rather, you should just be more okay. Just produce the music. If you didn't like the last album, I forgot what year it was actually, but I didn't really. But I mean, I just hope that hope for the best for her. I just hope that she gets hope she gets like some kind of way to figure this out. But I continue on.